Why did you make that face when I mentioned Russell Wilson?
I think.
Come on.
In all honesty, I've watched Russell Wilson. Last year I said I thought Derek Carr was better than Russell Wilson, and people jumped all over me. And when you watch his tape and when you study him, and which I had to do with calling the games with the Rams, he misses a lot of his first reads. Russ does. And
the current Russ, or even the back in the day Russ?
Even the back in the day Russ. He would, like, when they would throw the ball, he would go to like an improvising role where he'd scramble all around and throw the ball, and we'd highlight that. But it's hard to win that way consistently. Now, they kind of built an offense around that, and they worked on the scramble drill a ton. But when you're in Denver and you don't have those same pieces of those same receivers that understand your play, you're going to struggle. And I tried to make that as clear as day, not being a hater, but just off of what I've seen. And then we saw that, right? We saw him struggle throughout the season. Now, they got better as the season went on, and that's awesome. But in crunch time, there were times against the Colts where he had a chance to win the game, right? And you're reading the coverage right. There's a man side and a zone side. He started on the wrong side. And there's other plays throughout the season. And so my hope is that when Sean Payton gets there, that you have Javonte Williams, you start to run the ball, kind of what he did with Drew Brees, and then you open it up off a play-action pass, and then you simplify things for him a little bit.
And so he's got the right coach. You'd agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
And I think the coach made a great decision not allowing him to have all his guys at practice.
And his office.
I think that's a great decision. I don't think those are things conducive to winning.
Especially since the office was on the second floor. It wasn't on the floor with the locker room. He was like management. Like if you went to go see, like his door may have been open,
right?
But the door wasn't the locker. His actual locker. The door was upstairs.
I understand, and I understand why he wanted to have that, because he wants to watch tape and study. But that's what you have the quarterback room for, right? The quarterback room is for you to do those things, because you should be doing that with the other quarterbacks and talking through things in the game plan. You should have, like, those are the type of things, at least when I came up, that's what guys were doing. You were doing it in the quarterback room, not in your own personal office, which it kind of separates you from the team. And so if things were going well, I don't think we'd have been a big issue. But as soon as things start going downhill a little bit, you start to see that poke out, right? Then you start hearing about his quarterback coach being at practice and him working with them onto the side. And he had his own trainer there. You just kind of remove yourself from the team. This is a team sport. If you want to be an individual, go play golf, tennis. Those are individual sports, swimming, right?
It's a team sport as well.
If you're in the medley, but if
you could be. If he's in a football medley, maybe that's what he's thinking. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.